Okay, boys and girls, this is going to be the last one in relationship to Kenneka Jenkins until there's some more evidence, solid evidence that comes up. But I just like to say to anyone who is trying to defend these girls at this party for any reason, because I've heard some arguments, they're all bullshit, but let's move on. 1, as I stated in the last video, the 3 young men who social media has decided to say were the offenders in this crime, of course they were not, because they were in the room with the other girls who weren't getting raped while Kenneka was getting raped. That's 1. So those guys, though, you know, they didn't do the stand-up thing, they didn't rape the girl. They didn't go in that room. They didn't rape the girl. They were in there with the other girls. But they should have done something. They should have left. They should have went and called the police. And yeah, I know when you're a young black guy, it is viewed as the worst thing to do if you're from the hood, to call the police. But you have to know that, snitching. If you sell drugs and you call the police on another drug dealer, if you rob people and you get caught robbing someone and then you give up the other guys who you were robbing people with, you're a snitch. If you're at a party and some fucking degenerate pieces of shit decide to rape a girl, gang rape a girl at a party, you're not a snitch for calling the police. Have some standards, all right? That's 1. 2, any, mini, miny, mo, and the other bitches. And I'm going to say it like that because y'all ain't shit. Because y'all knew what they was going to do before y'all got there. And you don't have the same stigma about calling the police. None of you bitches called the police. None of you. After it was over and she was dead, you didn't call the police. So don't act like them niggas scared you from calling the police, because here's the deal. If you call the police, them niggas will be in jail. That's the reality of this situation. If you called the police, we already know the Chicago police have no qualms about locking up a nigga. They should not have been able to leave that hotel, and y'all took her car and brought it back to her mother and lied. So if you knew and you were too powerless to stop it, why is it that after it was over, you came up with this cockamamie bullshit story when you brought this woman back her car after her daughter was dead? Explain it. I'll take back everything I said about Monifa Shelton. If someone could provide me with a real reason as to why she did not call the police once. Why did the police have to go search the hotel to find her and you fucking knew where she was? If you can tell me that, I'll take back what I said. If not, hey, you're a piece of shit. Enjoy the smell. See, here's the problem. The same people who will tell you that it's snitching to help someone by calling the police are the same people who victimize people and use that mentality against. That's what the problem is. Oh, and by the way, for anybody else who's witnessing a rape and is too afraid to do something about it, guess what you can do with your phone? You can text the motherfucking police. They can be text. You didn't have to pick up the phone and call anybody. Nobody had to know that you were texting the police. TXT to tip, Chicago. Next time one of these quote-unquote savages goes wild in your neighborhood or does something to someone who you say is your friend, text the fucking police. I don't know. I'm not going to keep on talking about this. The bottom line is, girls, you are equally as much of a piece of shit as the little fuckboys who raped that girl. You are culpable in this crime. It's not cute. At 19 years old, you're supposed to be mature enough to make decent decisions. But the problem is, the hood produces a bunch of immature motherfuckers who don't have the emotional maturity, and in many cases, the goddamn intelligence to even think about doing the right thing. That's what the hood is producing. I don't know. Like I said, somebody shows me that we didn't actually see cell phones in them girls' hands. If somebody tells me that those phones were really some iPods that transported from 1998 and they weren't really phones, then cool, I'll apologize. Until then, every last person in that hotel, aside from Kenita Jenkins, is a huge steaming pile of fucking shit. You all have a good night or day, whatever.
Bullshit!